There once was a lonely Arrash, but this was not just any Arrash, but it was the last Arrash alive. All of the other Arrashes died out because of the evil predators known as Marascos. These vicious and vile creatures hunted them until there were none left, except for the Lonely Arrash. Today the Lonely Arrash decided to take a walk by the lake. But the Marascos were waiting.
For Narnia!
Shouted the Marascos as they began to charge the Lonely Arrash. But the Arrash was ready. He used his fire breath, creating a humongous wall of fire between him and the Marascos. But they were not deterred. They used their magical ice powers to cool themselves as they went through the fire.
Prepare to be destroyed, little Arrash.
The Arrash looked up at them. Bold words for such lowly creatures. Angered, the Marascos began to beeline straight for him. The Arrash used his ground pound ability, creating a massive earthquake. The Marascos began tripping, but still able to keep a steady pace towards the Arrash. That's when the Arrash began to panic. He had no more tricks up his sleeve. The Arrash's heart began to beat. He started running and running, but then he tripped. Stuck. Fallen on the ground, he didn't know what to do. Time was running out. The Marascos would be upon him in seconds, but he couldn't get up in time. They grew closer and closer and closer until... The Arrash got up and looked around. What happened? He asked himself. That's when he saw it. Standing before him, above the defeated Marascos, another Arrash. He was no longer the last Lonely Arrash. Then, from atop the hillside, more Arrashes came down. From that day on, he was no longer the last Lonely Arrash, but was now happy and part of a pack of Arrashes, sticking together, refusing to give up hope. And now it is time to credit those who were a part of this production. This story is brought to you by Bagels. Bagels. This story was written and typed up by that one guy, also known as Scott Negus, and produced for Miss Snooper's class and stuff like that. Thank you.